I'm calling in the creator to the CEO who crave creating community and cash to create it like a boss. With me, Katrina Julia, as your host, multi-passionate entrepreneur, creator, and CEO who has walked from fear to faith, self-hate to love, corporate to calling, and continues to, with experience in 7+ industries, 7,000+ creators and startups, 2 creators to Fortune 500 brands, including Google, NBC, Victoria's Secret, and more. If you are ready to create it like never before in faith, wellness, wealth, marketing, business, travel, and more, this is the show for you. If this is your time to have freedom in all forms as you create it like a boss, let's create it. Welcome to Gratitude and Reflections and Greetings from Egypt. I am sitting here in my Airbnb in Egypt, blown away by abundance in all forms. If you haven't yet, definitely connect with me on Instagram at Katrina Julia Fit and my stories, because I haven't yet, as of this recorded, posted on the feed yet, because more abundance. I have all this other content and I'm still posting 2 or 3 more times a day. So a little bit of backstory. I came to Egypt years ago with my mom after graduating with my MBA. I have been captivated and compelled by Egyptian history and culture and biblical history since high school, and increasingly so now also with biblical, because back then it was more like the history and the culture and some Bible, but not so much. My trip here back then was part of my graduation gift. So thank you, mom and dad, again for loving me so well. And when we came, our trip ended up having the travel to Cairo removed due to a tourist scare. So we landed in Hurghada. We ended up then going by bus and convoy to Luxor and staying in Luxor, I think 1 or 2 nights. Taking an amazing cruise along the Nile in a 3-story type boat ship. And so it was incredible. And we went to Valley of the Kings. We went to Abu Simbel. We visited all the highlights of Luxor. We went to, at the end of the trip, we ended up going to Hurghada for 3 days. And what's amazing is when I was driving here in the taxi couple days ago on Thursday, when I came into Egypt from Cyprus, something prompted my spirit to Google and look on Google Maps how close that Hilton was. And you guys, I'm literally staying, and I did not look at all until I was here in the taxi on my way to this Airbnb, that the Hilton is literally 3 miles from me. Like, talk about alignment, talk about crazy, crazy, crazy. And I knew I wanted to stay here again, either in Hurghada or in Sharm el Sheikh, because I love the beach. I love water. And I knew, so at the time, Cairo was removed due to a tourist scare. And I promised myself then I would come back to see the pyramids, AKA I don't scare easily. Obviously, some people would be like, oh, that's a sign I'm not supposed to come back. And I was like, no, I'm coming back. So here I am pinching myself. And I knew when I was coming, like some people might want to stay in Cairo or in Alexandria. I knew when I was coming, I would want to be in Hurghada or Sharm el Sheikh and be close to the water for all the water sports, all the water adventure, and so many different amazing things. And 100% I've made the right decision, like being here. And Oscana Homes, which is the company that I connected with on Airbnb. They have 80+ properties between Osman Ahmed and his wife, Kana, from Albania, between here and Dubai. They're super nice. Their team is amazing. The Airbnb is great. It's like a beautiful luxury efficiency type home. And there's so many different properties here. The compound is so safe. It's like through 2 different gates. There's tons of beautiful properties here. I'm literally looking at the Red Sea as I record this. And I recorded and shared, you can check it out on my Limitless Global Girl channel on YouTube, highlights from this property behind the scenes, highlights from the Red Sea, highlights from the Paradise Beach, highlights from snorkeling this past weekend, the underground city here at Sal Hashish. So you can definitely check that out as well. So as I sit here and have been sitting here, and as I was sitting here earlier this morning in awe of creating and transforming limitlessly, I felt prompted as I was feeling increasingly overwhelmed in a great way of gratitude for and having gratitude for the abundance in all forms in true creative fashion, in true limitless global girl fashion. I wanted to share with you an exclusive offers I'm sharing only on email and podcast. And when I share it on social, I'm going to tease that other than my broadcast channel, tease that you must sign up for email and or go listen on the show. That when you sign up for the Creator to Cash VIP one-on-one, you not only will you get everything in the VIP, which has incredible bonuses. I felt prompted to add 2 more bonuses with my Moneymaker course. This is the perfect complement to Creator to Cash. I created it back in 2018-19. In this course, I take you through the mindset, the 6-pack of wealth, and 4 other juicy modules. You can check it out yourself with the free webinar via the link in the show notes and our bit.ly/create it like a boss, and specifically on freebies. So actually the easiest way to check out the free webinar, if you're not on my email list, which why aren't you? Because I hyperlinked it exactly, is go to fitlifecreation.com/freebies and then scroll down to where you see the Money Maker course. And the course itself is over $497 value. Number 2 bonus I'm adding to the Creator to Cash VIP is how to create an online course in a week. So this is the next perfect complement because it'll help you create freedom in all forms. Like I always talk about: time, expression, community, location, and then ultimately financial freedom. So I am super grateful and proud to say I have now reached over 4 of the 5 freedom pillars that I consider. And I'm obviously focusing on the 5th this year as well. So you can check out the How to Create an Online Course in a Week freebie as well at fitlifecreation.com/freebies. And that's over $297. So that's literally over $800 more in bonuses when you sign up for Creator to Cash VIP. Plus, in case you missed it on the email on a previous episode, I have partnered with Afterpay so you may finance it easily. So while you may love the idea to create it in the Creator to Cash VIP, the Creator to Cash course may be a better budget-friendly option. I 100% get it. As a reward for still choosing to create it, I am still adding the Money Maker bonus course for you. So with this bonus and the others, here's where I'm invoking #girlmath. If you're not following that trend on social media, I recommend you do because it's funny, which basically means you're getting the 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days course for free. #girlmath. Oh, and financing is still available. No matter what, I know you are meant to create and transform and inspire. And I hope to see you create it with me. If it's not your time on either of these amazing opportunities, make sure you stay connected to Create It Like a Boss with all the incredible ways via the free Ultimate Toolkit and more that you can find via the link in the show notes and or bit.ly/create it like a boss. Because whether this time you choose to create it with the free Ultimate Toolkit, VIP, the course, and or the workbook, I am here to help you create it. So as always, leave a review on the show and so I can shout you out. And remember, create, transform, and inspire because you are born to. This is for you, dear creator to CEO. If you want to create cash VIP style, if you feel like no matter how hard you try, you can't create wealth, you're not alone. Despite the great resignation and increasing entrepreneurship, stats and studies show that 80% of women entrepreneurs make less than $100,000. With a staggering amount of women creators to CEOs feeling the same way, it may only mean one thing: Our approach gets to change from a creator to a CEO. We get to increase our worth, our wonder, and our wealth. Creator to Cash with 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days will help you do just that. So you want to know all about the VIP experience? You are not alone, dear friend. In the VIP experience, you get a intimate initial 2+ week experience. You get a pre-experience assessment with a value of over $3,000. You get a marketing and money audit with over a value of over $3,000 right when you join in. You get a private initial one-on-one sesh with me and or the community to dive into the results and breakthroughs from those assessments and for us to really get to know each other. You get an incredible creator to cash roadmap. You get tips, tools, and tech with an incredible templates, with a dashboard, with a scorecard, and project management step by step that outlines these 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days that you get to rinse and repeat over and over and over again. Value easily over hundreds of thousands of dollars as you create it. Because imagine you create potentially even 7 different products within a year, and you get to even 7K in 7 days, 7 times. That's 50 plus K. And that is saying that you are aligned, you are acting, and you are taking action. Plus, you get everything in the 7 ways to make 7K online course with lifetime access, including my ongoing updates. Plus, you get the 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days workbook and audio. That alone is another value of easily over $7,000. You get another private session with me and or the community within the first 14 days to cover the creator to cash roadmap and the tips, tools, and tech. Plus, you get Create It Monthly for 7 months. Plus, you get transformation toolkits for 7 months. And I'm running an incredibly amazing beta deal that is not $7,000, which would still easily be less than 10% of the value, but it's $3,500 for all of that. On top of that, we are also partnered with Afterpay. So you get to also, depending on your own current circumstances, you get to align with Afterpay in order to finance that as well. I can't wait to see you create it. Depending on where you are at as a creator, you may love my 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days immersive and interactive experience with the workbook, and or the 7 ways to make 7K in 7 days course where you get lifetime access and you get to rinse and repeat the results over and over and over again. Check it out in www.bit.ly/createitLikeAboss. All the chats on faith, wellness, money, marketing, business, and travel, so you create a life and business you already. Head on over to the blog, the podcast, and the freebies to jumpstart your transformation. If you're ready to dive into the online courses, the live events, or the retreat, and if you want to create with our community on an even deeper level, definitely check out our internships, our influencer collaborations, management, and brand engagement. Let's create it.